Hello, students. I welcome you all for this lecture series on generative AI for mechanical engineers. So, as a part of this lecture series, we will see the Unit 1 in this particular lecture video. Um, so, Unit 1 is about basic of generative AI. So, already you would have referred to the syllabus in the courseware. So, the first topic of Unit 1 is basics of generative AI. So, as you see in this image, generative AI is a larger domain which is a subset of actually artificial intelligence. So as you see here, um, generative AI actually comes inside this AI concept. So as you can see, AI is the major domain under which all these technologies fall. So under artificial intelligence, there is a domain called as machine learning, which is about predictive analysis. So in that, there is a subset called as deep learning, and into it generative AI falls. So how it all comes together, we will see in the subsequent slides. So moving to the actual concept, what do you think is artificial intelligence? So everyone has a different perspective of what an AI is. If you ask someone um on the go, they would say that AI is nothing but it is ChatGPT or a Gemini or any commercial large language model available today. So that's our perspective today. But if you take 5 to 10 years back, if you ask what is an AI, then they would say some of these movie characters, which you are actually think is AI, or actually are AI based systems, but it's our imagination. So in all these movies, you have seen some form of AI. So actually, what is artificial intelligence? There are various definitions for artificial intelligence. We'll just try to see one or two in this lecture. So what is an AI? AI is nothing but it is actually a um, one minute. So AI is nothing but it is a decision making system which mimics the human behavior. There are various artificial intelligence systems we use in our day-to-day life. So as you see here, these are systems which are designed to mimic human cognitive abilities such as learning, reasoning, perception, and decision making. So it's a bit large word. We will explain it step by step. So what it does is, what we want to do is, we need to develop a system which can mimic the human abilities. Cognitive in the sense, not in the actual mechanical cognitive way, that is touch, feel, or like that cognition. But here cognition actually means is thinking, cognitive thinking. So what we do cognitive thinking is we learn something. So if we learn based on our experience. For example, if you take driving, it is learned based on experience. Reasoning. So reasoning is nothing but we try to reason. If it is cloudy or it is windy, we may carry an umbrella because it may rain. So that is reason based thinking. Then perception. Perception is we feel it might be humid today. It will be cloud and humid, so then we feel that based on perception, we feel that it is humid, it is hot. So then there may be later rain in the evening. So that is perception based. Then decision making. Decision making is actually deciding that whether I should carry an umbrella today or not. So that is the human thought process, cognitive based thinking. That when a system mimics, then it is called as artificial intelligence. So it is used in different setups. So first thing is recommender system. What is a recommender system is it gives you personalized content. So many of the apps which we use in our phone, if you see, everything is recommender system based. What it is, we will see image recognition. It is identifying the objects in a particular frame. So if you see the traffic camera, it will identify your human, car, everything. So at what speed it is going. if you are wearing a helmet or not. Based on that, fine may be levied. So those are image recognition systems. Predictive analysis are nothing but they are used in, as you can see, statistical decision making things like in medical field, identifying whether a patient is required of surgery or not for cancer based patients, or in mechanical systems, if you take whether component needs to be changed based on the cracks in the system. So those things come under predictive analysis. So that is regarding the artificial intelligence. So there are different layers to this A. So the first thing what we can say is today's large language models are ML based models or statistical based models rather than reason based models. So they work based on something called as neural networks, which are a combination of different machine learning models. And they employ natural language processing. So the ability to communicate with humans in the natural language itself. Before LLMs, if you need to communicate with machine, then you may need to use some codes. But now you can communicate in your own language. So that is called as natural language processing. Then comes robotics, which is using the brain of these models into actual physical system. So that is regarding the introduction to artificial intelligence. I hope you got an idea. Thank you, students. We'll continue this topic in the upcoming lecture.